In this tutorial we'll learn Blender's basic animation features. This tutorial was requested by one of our visitors earlier, and I would urge you to request for a new tutorial in the comment section below at any time. We'll be using a polygon curve object in this tutorial. To use the polygon curve, you need to activate an add-on called Add Curves Extra Objects that can be found under File, Preferences, and Add-ons. I have prepared 5 basic animation examples. In the future, I'll share more advanced animation tutorials, such as how to use the graph editor and how to make the camera follow an object that is animating and moving around. First of all, let me explain how the animation works. Basically what we're doing is assigning a keyframe in the timeline below when we want to animate something. Let me create a sphere and demonstrate. These are the keyframes. Right now, the end keyframe is set to 20. Let's change that to 250. Then our animations are going to be 250 frames long. If our end frame is set to 20, nothing will happen when you create a keyframe in any frames above 20. Press I to set a new keyframe. Right now we're at the keyframe 1, so if we press I key, then we'll set a new keyframe. There are a lot of keyframe types and I'll cover all of them later. For now, let's focus on the very basic keyframes that are location, rotation and scale. Now we've set a new keyframe at frame 1. Let's go to frame 20, move our sphere and set a new keyframe at frame 20. If we play the animation, we'll see the sphere is moving to the direction we've set the keyframe to at frame 20. This is how the animation works in Blender. To remove a keyframe, you can go to the frame that needs to have the keyframe removed, and press Alt and I. Let's take a look at the first example. The frame 20 has a keyframe and its color is set to red. The highlighted base color indicates the keyframe was set to the base color. The frame 0 has a keyframe and its base color is set to white. If we play this animation, then we'll see the mesh's color is gradually changing. I'll show you how this example was created from the beginning. Let's create a sphere. On frame 1, hover your mouse pointer over at the base color and press I. We've set a keyframe on frame 1. Let's go to frame 20. Let's change the base color to blue, and set a new keyframe. As you can see, the keyframe can be set directly from specific settings in Blender. Let's go to the second example. 3 keyframes were set. Let's recreate this animation by creating a sphere. We need to set the keyframes in frame 0 and 20, so that the sphere will return back to the origin in frame 20. On frame 10, let's move the sphere, and set a new keyframe. Let's go to the third example. As you can see, multiple items are highlighted in yellow, meaning all 3 items were keyframed. Let's create a cube and recreate this animation. The solution is same as the previous one, but this time we're adding values to all 3 settings before creating new keyframes. Let's go to the fourth example. This cube is animating along the path. To recreate this example, we need to create a cube in the curved circle. We should bound this cube to the curve by using a curve modifier. And move cube's X to animate the cube to follow the path. Let's go to the last example. The camera is moving along the path and it's focusing on the cube. If we go to the camera view by pressing 0, we can see the effect. This is the coolest cinematic camera animation method we can use in Blender. The camera will follow any path or objects we assign. To recreate this animation, we need to create a curve. I'll create a polygon object and give it 8 sides. Select the camera and select the polygon curve. Press Ctrl P as in Peter. Pick Follow Path. We need to make the camera to focus on the cube. Let's move the 3D cursor by selecting the cube, and pressing Shift S as in Simon. Move the 3D circle to the cube. Let's create a new empty object. We need to change the camera's track to setting to the new empty object. As you can see, the animation looks a bit weird. It seems we need to move the camera, but to where? Let's move the camera to one of the points in the polygon curve. There we go. We have skipped an important part when setting up a track to constraint. That is to set the to setting to -z as in 0, and to set the up setting to y as in young. Finally, if you're not able to delete a keyframe for any reasons, try clearing keyframe by right-clicking the highlighted setting. Or you can go to the graph editor and take out the keyframes manually. This is the end of tutorial. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you for watching.